Hello, it's Madison. This is my video of the MRID and the definitions and kind of what I think about them. So when I read this form, it really kind of confused me on how, well, it didn't confuse me. At the beginning, it was defined as the social incompetence due to mental subnormality which has been developmentally arrested, which obtains at maturity, is of constitutional origin, and is essentially incurable. Wow. And then the other one in 1959, they published a definition of mental retardation that read that it refers to sub-average general intellectual functioning which originates during the developmental period and is associated with impairment in adaptive behavior. So, and that kind of went on to about 1992, where it was still called mental retardation, and it was based off of sub-average functioning, either it's intellectual or social, or, and it just had, so in 1992, it referred to substantial limitations in present functioning. It is characterized by significantly sub-average intellectual functioning existing concurrently with related limitations in two or more of the following applicable adaptive skill areas, which is the communication, self-care, home living, social skills, community use, self-direction, health and safety, academics, leisure, and work. And with these three before it manifests before the age of 18. And I think that is really one of the only parts that has sticked to the end. In 2002, I think, they were still using mental retardation, disability originating before the age of 18, so they still have it there. This one changed it a little bit to characterized by significant limitations, both in intellectual functioning and in adaptive behavior, as expressed in conceptual, social, and practical adaptive skills. So it's not sub-average skills like the people before then, which is bizarre, but I guess people change, thoughts change for the better, gladly. But no, and the words they still use mental retardation in 2002, but the current one they use intellectual disability now, and it is a disability characterized by significant limitations both in intellectual functioning and in adaptive behavior, as expressed in conceptual, social, practical, adaptive skills. This disability originates before the age of 18. So the age of 18 kind of has stuck through it, but really everything else has been reworded completely more positive. We don't use mental retardation anymore. That's out of the vocabulary. Not sub-average. We do not use that anymore. We use words more like, even with disability, some people may be on the fence with that, but it does have significant limitations instead of what they used before, sub-average intellectual functioning. So limitations is a little bit better. And they included, instead of all skills, it was expressed in conceptual, social, and practical adaptive skills. So that's just kind of what I thought about it. It's changed a lot, and for the better. There's always room for improvement. I'm sure we'll change it again here in a couple years or earlier. But I think it has come a long way since in the early 1900s. And I think that's a good thing that it has changed. But those are my thoughts on it. All right. Thanks.